I am a frequent user of the solar pump charging station here at the PCO. The fact that it's an alternative energy resource, that people should really start picking up on it, including myself. So I guess what better way than to lead by example? I mean, it's better than having to use other alternative energy resources such as outlets and buildings and consume up more energy that shouldn't be consumed.
We had an inspector come out from the city before we put the solar in and did a solar assessment. And if more than 20% of your roof is covered by shade, then you're not a good candidate for solar collectors. We put approximately 800 square feet of solar collectors on our roof. And these solar collectors are called photovoltaic solar collectors. That means that they convert electricity directly from sunlight. It's a semiconductor technology.
It's similar, not exactly the same way glow-in-the-dark things work. Whenever you shine light on a glow-in-the-dark object, you'll see that after you turn off the lights, it'll shine. That's pretty much a result of electrons being excited in it, and they're going back into their ground states, and so they're emitting a photon proportional to the incident light. So the shine that these things emit are affected by the amount of light that was actually incident on them. That's similar to the way these panels work. Whenever light is incident on these objects, they create a current, and the output from this current is what we read as the energy of the light that actually hits them.
The electricity from the solar collectors is coming down from the roof and comes in here to a series of inverters. There's 1, 2, 3 inverters here. For each system, the system's been divided into 3 parts. This inverter converts the electricity from direct current to alternating current, because most of my appliances are working on alternating current. And so as it makes it go from DC to AC, then it goes into a distribution panel, and then goes into the various circuits within my house. And I can use that.
And I think solar panels might actually be the cleanest energy source that we might have. Windmills are pretty much noisy whenever we collect them en masse like we do to create energy. Nuclear energy is not deemed the safest anymore because of last year's occurrences. Fossil fuels are definitely not the cleanest, and so solar panels are pretty much the way we would be going, aside from fusion, which is still years away from mass production. So I see solar panels becoming the wave of the future, or of the immediate future. However, the drawback is that they are not 100% efficient. Their efficiencies are actually in the bottom percentile. Reason being that the light outputs more light than what we see. It outputs a lot of the sun's energy is output in infrared and ultraviolet radiations. Solar panels only detect around the visible spectrum. So you could see how there's a large part of the spectrum that's not picked up by the panels. There's some research going on into trying to maximize the efficiencies of these. Some of them are to put prism-like objects in front of the panel so that they could actually break or bend the light enough to cause the panels to be excited by the light incident on them, or putting lenses over them so that they could concentrate the amount of light actually hitting the panels.